With the NFL season just a day away, all eyes are going to be on the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Of course, I am interested in this Week 1 matchup. And as I was going through old videos, their rosters, and their matchup in general, I started to notice something that just kept jumping off my screen, and that is the Dallas receiving core is really, really good. And if you're thinking right now, well, no shit, everyone knew that. I want to talk about a player specifically that is a lot better than I initially thought, and based off other rankings I've seen, is a lot better than other people think as well. And yes, we're going to be talking about CeeDee Lamb. Before we do so, I want to clear something up that always happens. No, I am not roasting Amari Cooper. I think he's a fantastic receiver as well. I just so happen to be so high on CeeDee Lamb right now, and I think by the end of the season, he will be seen as the best receiver on this roster by a good margin. And let me show you why. Let's break down some film. In his rookie campaign, everything went wrong, and by that, I mean Dak got hurt. This is no exaggeration. Watching games with Dak and then Ben DiNucci, I think CeeDee Lamb could have been competing with Justin Jefferson for that rookie record for yards. The first play we're going to look at is against the Falcons, and CeeDee Lamb is in the slot, which we're going to go on depth in later. On this play, he takes an outside release, works his way back into the inside of the defensive back out to the outside, makes an outward cut 10 yards down the field, making the DB fall down and then picking up the first down. Now, I don't think we understand how insane this is because Dak takes a normal drop back, throws in rhythm, and the pocket is clean but not perfect, but he gets the ball out in less than 3 seconds. CeeDee Lamb did this Looney Tunes ass route, dropped the guy, got 10 yards downfield in less than 3 seconds, and this was his second game in the NFL. This is something you just don't normally see on a normal drop back. Before we get to the next play, I want to explain why I love CeeDee Lamb in the slot so much because one, rarely will the number one cornerback follow someone to the slot unless you have a true lockdown corner and the receiver is that good, but also you have so much room to work with on either side. And what I mean by that is you're the outside receiver, you have the boundary right next to you, so on your outbreaking routes, you have to be so precise, they have to be timed so perfectly, whereas when you're in the slot, you have 10 plus more yards to create separation on the outside. And lastly, you always get a free release. It is nearly impossible to jam from the slot, which we'll see later, but most of the time they're going to be off the ball in a short or long motion, and you can just get a free release whenever you want. Which I must say, CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper have some of the best releases off the ball in the entire NFL. On this play, this kind of shows everything I just talked about and how much of a mismatch it can truly become. This play is against the Browns. We have a red zone play. This is where Dak is so good, and I can't wait to see them play together for a full season. So CeeDee is in the slot. It looks like they're in some sort of man coverage with safety help over the top, but as soon as the ball is snapped, the man guarding CeeDee Lamb takes off on a blitz. He is a free runner. Dak immediately sees this, knows he needs to throw hot, and he's going to have Lamb one-on-one with the safety with plenty of room to work with on both sides. He's probably laughing because he knows he has a touchdown either way CeeDee Lamb wants to make his break, and he knows he has one of the easiest touchdowns he'll ever throw, and he does. This is something that showcases Lamb's ability to win one-on-one matchups with ease, but also why having Dak back and being so aware and good at reading defenses is going to benefit both of them so much. And on these next two plays back-to-back, the first one he beats his man from the slot on an outside release seam route. He goes up, makes a really tough catch in traffic, holding onto the ball while getting an extra 15 yards for targeting, which is something to note. He is a tough guy who can make these acrobatic catches and hang on. He's not the biggest receiver out there, but he sure does play bigger than he is. Later in the game, he does the exact same outside release and then checks up, comes back to the ball for the curl route to pick up the first down. I love how identical he made his releases look, and whether this was an option route or not, he was able to find the open space in the defense when they broke into a zone, showing that he's a very smart receiver. This just shows his veteran ability and someone in his first few games in the NFL. And then we all know about this play. This is just a receiver making his quarterback right. This is a terrible throw based off the angle he was taking, which I agree with the angle he was taking. I like how he flattened it out because that caused the most separation there, but he made his quarterback right just by being extremely athletic. Here's another release by the Bengals where he just makes the DB look so dumb, and I can't wait to have the all 22 film back so I can show you what this full route looks like. And here's another one against the Eagles. This just goes to my point about being in the slot. He goes in motion across the field. For some reason, the DB still tries to play press man on a moving target, and it goes about as well as you think it would. So what I'm saying is all this is I didn't fully watch the Cowboys last year like I did a lot of other teams. Their division was a joke. I really didn't want to see two losing record teams with backup quarterbacks duel it out, but I would see CeeDee Lamb's number and some highlights and be impressed. But after taking a deeper dive this week, I actually couldn't believe how talented talented he was, and I couldn't believe he still isn't seen as a top 25 receiver going into this year. He gave me still the same wow factor that Justin Jefferson did last year. They both looked so mature and looked ready for the NFL from day one. And we haven't even talked about his ability to create yards after the catch, what he does in the screen game, or even as a punt returner. But he does have me super excited for the regular season, and hopefully he can have a fully healthy season with Dak under center, put up some ridiculous numbers, because I think the way Dak plays, CeeDee is going to quickly become his favorite target this season. And also to have Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup, this offense is going to be scary, but they are the Cowboys, so what do we even know? But I'm super curious to know what you guys think. This isn't like a crazy thing. Everyone knows CeeDee Lamb is good, but I think pretty unanimously everyone saw Amari Cooper's wide receiver 1. CeeDee Lamb is the second best receiver on this lineup. And after this season or going into this season, I don't know. I mean, Amari Cooper's going into his 7th or 8th year. CeeDee Lamb going into his 2nd year. He just looks so dynamic and so advanced already. I just cannot wait to see him play a full season. And yes, we have the Bucs game tomorrow. I'm sorry if you're a Cowboys fan watching this game. If we are giving my predictions right now, I just absolutely see the Bucs winning this game. I mean, Tom Brady is 5-1 coming off a Super Bowl win. He's looking locked and loaded. The team looks just unstoppable. They brought all 22 starters back, which is just unheard of. Dak doesn't have his fully healthy offensive line. Dak isn't fully healthy himself. I'm just don't see how the Cowboys are going to win this game, but I do think they're going to be maybe a little bit better than people are thinking. I think they have a good shot to win a division. So Cowboys fans, sorry, I don't think you got it tomorrow, but we'll see. You do have a very bright future in CeeDee Lamb as well, and you do have him for a great price. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure to like this video if you like videos like these. Comment down below what you think of CeeDee Lamb and where you have him. On pretty much all the lists I saw, people have him as like a fringe top 30, maybe like late 20s, but then I couldn't even believe he's not even a top 25 or even a top 20, top 15 receiver. I know there's so much talent out there, but I think after this year, he put up some insane numbers for the quarterback situation he had. I just can't wait to see him play a fully healthy year. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoy daily sports content. I appreciate y'all so much. And guys, we made it. The NFL season is here. It was such a long off season, but I cannot wait to break down a ton of film for you guys with all the games coming up. Thank you guys so much for watching and checking out the channel. I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.